Thank you. The committee has heard in evidence that CalMac ferry seafarers are employed through a wholly owned subsidiary based in Jersey. We've heard that this offers tax advantages. Will this arrangement continue, Minister, even if a direct award is made to CalMac ferries?
I recognise very much some of the challenge here. The existing arrangements are historic. They've been in place for a number of years, as Ms Lennon will know. But I recognise the challenge to government here. It will be something that government will need to look at, although I've not been presented with any suggestions around about how we might change that at the current time. But I think it is something we will need to consider. I've heard from other members on this point in recent times. It is a historic convention that exists, but it is something I think we will need to look at in the longer term.
Okay, and in your view, is this an appropriate model for a nationalised company?
No, I'm not necessarily sure it is.
So you're not comfortable with that arrangement? And
I'm not necessarily sure it is. It is historic, and I haven't had evidence to the contrary to provide me with a range of options on it as Minister. So the member will accept that that's something that I would expect as Minister to receive advice on it. I haven't yet had that advice, but I'm not necessarily convinced it is the most appropriate model.
Okay, so you've asked for that advice. Okay, and just wondering, is this a common approach across government? Are there other examples?
So certainly in my experience of 3 different roles in government, I cannot think of another example, but I may be wrong, Convener, if there are other examples that exist in other parts of other ministers' portfolios.
I think for clarity, and I think Liam's asked this question before, it's the fact that national insurance doesn't have to be paid, which means that the government is employing people without paying national insurance. I think that's the issue. And that, Minister, is something for you. I think you're being asked to justify. Chris is trying to get your eye on your left, or on your right, sorry, you may not want him to.
I'm more than happy to have Chris come in.
Convener, just before Chris comes in then, so I think it's helpful to hear, Minister, that you've asked for further advice on this. And, I had the Deputy Convener in my ear there. And, we would be interested to know about those other examples. So could that information be fed back to the committee?
Yeah, happy to do that.
Thank you.